Hi, Scorpio. So let's do a reading for you and your love interest. I'm going to do a 4-layered spread. I have 3 tarot decks and the Big Picture Oracle system, and we're going to just see what comes out between you and your person. So we have the 2 of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Star, 6 of Cups, King of Pentacles, Strength, hi Lily, Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, Justice, the World. Underneath this deck, we have the Emperor. Then we're going to get 6 of these Gemstone Reiki Tarot cards. So we have the Star, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, Temperance, Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords. Underneath this deck is the Moon. We're going to get 6 of these Big Picture Oracle cards. And the cross just flipped over, so I think we'll take that. And I'm actually going to put it here because that's what I'm being called. The Rider, the Tower, the Pig, the Man, the Lion. There's you underneath this deck. And then we're going to take 2 of these tarot cards. The High Priestess just flew out. And Temperance again. And underneath this deck is Justice. Okay, so Scorpio, what is going on between you and your person? With Justice underneath, the first thing that I am getting before we really get into this is that it may be some kind of divine intervention that is keeping the 2 of you apart. So if you feel like you are apart from your person, even if you're not physically apart, although for some of you, you are, you may be energetically or emotionally apart from this person, and you could be the one who is deliberately doing that. This could have to do with things that you don't know. It could be about control issues, but before we get too far into it, let's look at these cards. So the energy between the 2 of you, we're getting the Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Man, and Temperance. This tells me there is a person standing directly in the way of this relationship. This feels like a third party. This does not have to be an affair, although for some of you it certainly is and could be. But there is definitely a person who is deliberately standing in the way of you and your person here. This person that you came to this reading about, there's a person standing between you. With the Page of Swords, I do really feel that both of you want this relationship, that you're ready for action. With the Queen of Wands, there's a lot of passion and attraction perhaps. And even with the Temperance card, it could feel like a divinely guided type of situation. One where you feel balanced with this person, one where you feel at ease with this person, one where it feels like the 2 of you really know how to compromise, how to come together. But yet there's definitely something keeping you apart, and it looks like it's in the form of a person. So let's look at your person's feelings. Your person's feelings is Strength and Temperance. So these are both really good energies to have in your person's feelings, but it does feel to me like they're struggling with a lot, that they're going through a lot. The Strength card never shows up unless we are really dealing with something very difficult. Perhaps even your person is struggling with their own ego, but they do feel, we're seeing the Temperance between you and we're seeing the Temperance in their feelings. They do feel that they want to balance and heal this with you, but perhaps there's a big struggle going on with this third party situation. So the actions they're going to take towards you is Knight of Wands and the Pig. So this is an abundance of action. They are coming straight towards you. And I think that's maybe why it's requiring strength on their part, because in order to barrel through this person who's standing between the 2 of you, it's going to require a lot of momentum. But it looks like that's exactly what your person is going to do. In your feelings, you have the World and the Ace of Swords. I always like to see an ace following a world or coming in with a world, because you have definitely leveled up in some ways. You have done through some kind of a spiritual graduation here. You have definitely advocated for yourself when it comes to something. And it looks to me like you're very clear and aware of your feelings. You know that this relationship has been a very spiritually uplifting, or at least enlightening kind of a situation for you. I do get the sense that the two of you really listen to each other, because the Ace of Swords is a strong card of communication. I feel that you at a minimum are a good communicator, whether your person is or not, but I do get the sense that they are as well. But I can sense with the strength and temperance in your person's feelings that they are in a lot of pain. They're afraid of something, they're cautious of something. And again, I think it has to do with whoever this person is that's standing between you. This feels very spiritual. We're seeing the Temperance twice. This definitely feels like an incredibly spiritual connection between the two of you. So at a minimum, you are untying your karmic spaghetti. You may be shining light on each other's wounds, but we're going to keep going to see what else. Your actions are Justice and the Lion, and we're seeing Justice here too. So I feel like even though you have a lot of passion towards this person, you could even have a lot of anger towards this situation, depending on what specifically this third party is. The fact that your actions are Justice, and Justice is underneath this deck, this is telling me that you are not doing anything. In fact, the justice that you are bringing to the situation, and that the universe is helping to bring to the situation, is in the form of you holding back your energy. And we talked about that. And when I first looked at these cards underneath the deck, that you're saying, I'm putting a pause on this whole thing until I can understand this better. The moon is making it so that this is not clear. Your person may be trying to control the information. I'm seeing justice. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing justice in your actions. I'm seeing what could be anger and fury, but it sometimes is passion. So we'll see. But I do feel like your justice in this situation, because perhaps you're chapped about whatever went on with perhaps this other person, you're pulling back. That is your action. You are deliberately holding yourself back from this situation until you have more clarity. Because right now, you know, your only clarity is with yourself and your own self-development. Clarity when it comes to this relationship doesn't feel so good, because we're seeing the moon. It's staring at me right in the face. So your person sees you as the Ace of Swords and the Cross. And so they see you very clearly. This Ace of Swords is telling me that you are clear, and they know that you are clear. And this matches your feelings. And this is how I know that they're seeing you clearly. I think that they're looking to you to help them with their karma with this cross card. They know that you are their karma. They know that you are their justice. And I think that's the thing that they're feeling. They're feeling fear, because they know that what they have to do with you is so big and so important to their spiritual growth that they could be avoiding it. And that might be why this other person is still existing between the two of you. That perhaps if they are involved with another person, it's because that person is so much easier than having to deal with what it means being with you, the implications of being with you, how what a large scale that would mean for them, the karma they would have to untie, the clarity, everything, the work, the responsibility that would come when having a person like you. You see them as the Six of Cups and the Tower, and we're seeing this Emperor here too. So I do kind of get this sense that you feel that this person probably is your soulmate. You see this person as probably being pretty soft on the inside and understanding what this was meant to be, and that you know that you want each other, but yet your person is really holding themselves back. So I also get the sense that you are seeing them very clearly, in the sense that they are holding themselves back. The Strength card could be in their feelings, because it's going to require a lot of strength to hold themselves back, because again, their actions are an abundance of action towards you. So your person is really kind of chaotic in the sense that they want you, they want you, they want you, they want you, but yet they're really reluctant to do the emotional work, the shadow work with the moon, the healing, the responsibility, what it requires to be with someone like you. It feels like they're really reluctant to do that. So there's a big dichotomy of energy when it comes to this person, your person here. So let's look at their intentions. Their intentions are the Two of Cups and the Star. So they have every intention of healing this. They would like to bring these emotions to you. It's right here. It feels to me with this Star card that they would like to cut ties with whoever this person is between you. They would like to move on. They would like to receive what you have to offer. They would like to progress with you. But yet they can have those really good intentions, but I'm not sure that they're actually going to do it. I think they're still going to come towards you in a very egoic and passionate and even seductive kind of a way, rather than coming at you in the correct way, which is the emotional way, the hard way. Your intentions are the King of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. You have every intention of taking care of yourself with this King of Pentacles. And with the Two of Pentacles, you're still weighing out your options. You're still deciding if this person is just a bad investment. And so I do think that you are just focusing on yourself right now. You're focusing on nurturing yourself. You may be putting a little bit of attention and time into this person because you see the true potential of this situation, but you also know it's a bad investment if they're not going to come towards you in an emotionally fulfilling and mature way. The things that keep the two of you together, I'm seeing this 10 of Pentacles here. So this is really strongly telling me that you have probably a very long history with this person, that this is not a new relationship, in other words. But there's been some interference, or maybe there was always some interference. But there is a desire for both of you to heal. We're seeing the Star in your person's intentions, and we're seeing the Star between the two of you and what keeps you together. So as long as there is a desire to heal, there is always hope. But yet there's this temptation for your person to do it the short way. This Rider is coming in here, again, saying this person may be coming in hot. And I think with this, and I'll get back to that because I have all these thoughts coming in at once. But I think the High Priestess and the Star together are saying that both of you know this is your person. Both of you know this is a deeply spiritually guided and protected and healing. Just the two of you being together is healing in and of itself. And you know this, both of you, on an intuitive level. And there's a lot of history. All these things keep you two together. But the problem that I see over and over in this reading is the approach to come together is more of a passionate one, is more of an egoic based one, is more of one of attraction, taking the shortcuts. And I think that's why you know that you're not sure yet if this is a good investment for you or not, because until your person comes forward as something other than a Knight of Wands and really wants to show you that love that they feel for you, I know that they feel love because there's Temperance. But feeling the love, facing the love, doing the hard thing, that's what needs to be done here, and not just the passionate thing. The passion, the connection, the fun, that's the easy part in relationships. The hardest part of relationships is the emotional piece. And it feels like your person is still kind of avoiding that. I see the Emperor, the Moon, Justice, all these things under the deck are saying that your person is just not really coming forward in the most just way. And so it may be that you're just going to have to bide your time until they kind of let themselves out of this Tower energy, this Emperor energy, where they feel like they have to be not vulnerable, not show you how they feel. They really have to, that's their wound that they really have to heal. And that's why the Star is here in their intentions. They are very aware of exactly what wounds they need to heal, but they just haven't really shown up to you in that way. And that's going to have to be the next step in order for you to feel like this is a good investment. They're going to have to show up to you in a way that feels emotional. So there you go, Scorpio. That is your love reading. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.